What's up YouTube, ShamuAquariums here, and I'd like to say thank you for getting me up to 800 subscribers. And here's what I would like you to do for my 800 subscriber challenge video. So I challenge you to go out to your nearest local fish store and either grab yourself a red-tailed shark or a rainbow shark, or if you want a more peaceful alternative fish, go out and grab yourself a few of these roseline sharks. Now, I named two different types of fish because I just know that people are either going to be like, oh hell no, rainbow sharks and red-tailed sharks are too aggressive, and then others are going to be like, what the hell, roselines are expensive. Well, with the roselines, it's totally worth it because they go from looking like that to this really quickly. Because this guy right there, he's about 5.5, 6 inches now, and just a couple years ago he was looking like that. Well, this one looks pretty damn weird. He has a freaking skin disorder or something. But yeah, these tiny guys go from this to that pretty quickly. Now, the red-tailed sharks and rainbow sharks, just to let you know, this is a rainbow shark, that's a red-tailed shark, if you can notice the differences. But overall, their personalities are pretty much exactly the same. Now, people always think they have an aggressive-ass reputation, but in reality, they're all different. You'll either get one that's really aggressive, you'll get one that's peaceful, or you might end up getting one that's more like mine. Mine are pretty bipolar. And here's a helpful tip. Rainbow sharks and red-tailed sharks and roseline sharks, they all do best in a minimum 40-gallon tank. And no, I'm not talking 40-gallon cube, 40-gallon hex. They need a 3-foot long tank, so I'm talking like 40 breeder or a 46 bow front. Don't just stick them in your tiny little cube or hexagon. 3 feet of swimming space is the best, because they like to swim back and forth, back and forth. Now, the red-tailed sharks and rainbow sharks, they do good in either an African cichlid setup or a planted community setup, while roselines prefer to be just in a planted community setup with angels, discus, or any other community fish. Putting a roseline in an African cichlid tank is just cringeworthy. It just looks weird, and honestly I don't really recommend it, because these are peaceful fish, and you know how African cichlids are sometimes. But I have seen roselines put in African cichlid tanks before, and it worked out just fine. Also, I wouldn't recommend having roselines in an open top tank, because these guys will jump if you stick your hands in the tank and get too close to them, because they will freak out. These guys are pretty much like mini Bala sharks sometimes. Just a more smaller and more colorful version of a Bala shark, in my opinion. So yeah, go to your nearest local fish store, grab yourself a red-tailed shark, rainbow shark, or a few roseline sharks, and then post a video or just comment and tell me how your experience is going. And I'll see you in the next video, and happy Thanksgiving.